Okay, hello guys. 50 pips, 15th of October 2012. As I said, we're trying to get two videos done at least. Here's the second one. We did Euro, here's cable. So what's going on cable? Again, very nice, very technical action this morning. So what's going on? So we had this broader chart, which is a broader 4 hour chart we'd been looking at for quite some time. And what we said last week is really, it was all about this move back down into these 160.00 as pivotal level for either a breakdown and an attempt to break this previous spike low for a move back down into that bigger 50 back to give us 158.50. So if you've seen people talking about those 158 targets, that's probably what they were looking for. What we mentioned is, we really have to get an understanding of the pivotal levels on cable, and 160 has been important for quite a long time, and especially this press back down was very nice because it gave us a lot of opportunities to look for long setups when the market was very bearish here, with relatively tight stops for the bigger time frame, playing off either this previous spike low or just these lows right here we put in once we started to base again into that 160. Okay, what's happening? We based, moved back up very nicely back into our other pivotal level, which was the 161.00. We get a chance to flatten up on these longs and move back down. What is this? This is still in a broader channel down, and the action here is very interesting because so we playing this channel, bam, hit resistance at top channel. Now what's happening this morning? We come back down and we're basing at this mid channel. Not only is it a mid channel, but we're basing where we failed and where we found support at the end of last week. Okay, so as we discussed this morning on Twitter too, it's all about those overnight lows, the last week's lows. If we can't break that, the odds are that the market is going to rotate higher as we try to take out, the market tries to take out weak longs, try to press the short side into the open. But if it can't manage to get the momentum, it's very high odds play, especially on a Monday, that we will rotate back up. Okay, and now the big question for the week, it's the same. Either we hold above these 160s for a rotation back up into these 161s, and that's going to be the deciding line for whether we get more traction to the upside, and then I would expect us to see a rotation or the market trying to attempt a move all the way back into the 162.00s. If we break below the 160s and break this structural support zone, then it will start to trade with a pretty heavy tone and most likely sell rallies mode. But right here we're still in a base build and trying to rotate higher. Once we move back up, what you want to look at is there are a lot of very interesting levels. I think even though 161.30s is going to be an interesting resistance, for me the most important is really once we approach these 162s. We've got this spike high here, we've got this base right here, 161.70s support. Hold on, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Once again, support. Once again here, this is a level we broke through and we got momentum to the upside. So I think these expect to see sellers trying to get short ahead of 162, most likely shorting 161.70s with stops above that 162. But the 162 is the key level. If we break above, then I wouldn't be surprised to see a test of 163s quite quickly. Okay, now just one thing before we go, I think it's very interesting because some people say, oh well, it's not that, it doesn't look that obvious on a 4-hour chart, but if you flip it back to a 15-minute chart, especially what we were tweeting this morning, I think it's pretty clear. You see what's happened is rather on Friday, the market puts in a base. Okay, and let me get rid of this channel just to make that a bit easier. The market is putting in a base. So what happens after an aggressive sell-off? The market is clearly saying that it finds this is a value level. This is a level at which it is interested to buy. Buyers find this an attractive level, and where the market is not comfortable breaking below. Not only had it held once, okay, but on that aggressive push where we took out some weak longs, right? You see we could get absolutely no traction below these lows. We broke, took out weak longs, bam, closed back above, moved higher. Very technical. And it's the same thing you could see happening in early Asia. We tried to move below that level and just the market is not comfortable. It found buyers defending once again. Then we come into London, and what do we say again? You know, it's all about those lows. If we can't break below those lows, the odds are that we're going to rotate higher. So again, there's a lot of structure to this setup, and it's giving participants, you know, a chance even to play this long entries very, very tight. It's just all about structure. You need no just look to the left. It's all about the structure. This is holding now, so the odds that we're going to rotate higher. And similar to last Monday, we've been starting to talk about these for quite some time. It's just very, very, very technical actions into the opens, okay? So again, it's not a done deal. It doesn't mean we're going to go to 163, but clearly the base is strong. It's supporting, and if that holds, we're looking at a possible rotation back up. And just to put it back into, oops, I didn't mean to do that, but just to let me flip back into that 4-hour chart, just to put that bigger picture here. And, you know, that base holding above, we're starting to rotate up and look for price to try and take a stab at these bigger resistance zones if we get some more momentum. Keep in mind it's Monday, so we can see a bit of a choppy action. So let's see what the week has in store. But again, for now, 60.00 pivotal level to the downside, mid-range 61.00, and top range for now 162.00, 162.00, 161.00, 160.00. There we've got trading range for the week, so it's below that 161.00. So it is still trading with a heavy tone, but it's trying to correct that right now. Okay, have a great day. See you on Twitter. Hope this is useful. Bye bye, guys.